Hello, welcome to the channel Our Day Stories. Sit back and listen to a new story. But don't forget to subscribe and like it.
Nancy Burnette stood in front of the mirror, adjusting her elegant dress and checking her reflection. The deep blue gown hugged her figure perfectly, accentuating her grace and confidence. She was in her late 40s, but her spirit was youthful and vibrant. Today was a special day for Nancy. Her son, Scotty, was getting married to Candy Niece, a beautiful bride from a wealthy family. The wedding celebration was planned to be held at an expensive restaurant, filled with opulence and grandeur. Nancy was determined to make this day unforgettable for her son and his bride. As she stepped out of her bedroom, she could feel a wave of excitement and nerves wash over her. The sound of the doorbell interrupted her thoughts, and she hurriedly made her way downstairs. Opening the door, she was greeted by her best friend, Jerry Bradshaw. "Jerry, you're early," Nancy exclaimed, flashing him a warm smile. Jerry grinned mischievously. "Well, my dear Nancy, I couldn't resist the chance to witness your triumph over those snobby matchmakers. This is going to be quite a show." Nancy chuckled and shook her head. "Oh, Jerry, it's not about triumph. It's about making this wedding a celebration of love, no matter what challenges we face." She knew the matchmakers from Candy's family would be on the lookout for anything to criticize and hurt her. They had already made her feel inadequate and out of place, but Nancy refused to let their judgment affect her. She was determined to prove that love and strength could conquer any obstacles. Nancy and Jerry sat in the cozy living room, sipping on cups of steaming tea. Nancy shared her plans for the wedding, including the surprises she had prepared to counter the matchmakers' snobbery. "I've decided to play their game, Jerry," Nancy said, a gleam of determination in her eyes. "I won't let them intimidate me. Instead, I'm going to give them a taste of their own medicine." Jerry raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "And how do you plan on doing that, my dear friend?" Nancy leaned forward, a mischievous smile playing on her lips. "I'm going to make this wedding even grander than they could ever imagine. I'm going to show them that love and authenticity are far more precious than material wealth." Jerry chuckled, impressed by Nancy's audacity. "You never cease to amaze me, Nancy. I'm with you every step of the way. Let's give them a wedding they'll never forget." With a renewed sense of purpose and a trusted ally by her side, Nancy felt an incredible surge of confidence. She knew that with Jerry's support, she could navigate the intricate web of expectations and challenges that awaited her. Together, they brainstormed ideas and crafted a detailed plan to execute Nancy's vision. From unique decorations to heartfelt speeches, every aspect of the wedding would be a testament to love, unity, and acceptance. As they continued to exchange ideas, Nancy couldn't help but wonder how she would finance such an extravagant celebration. The cost of the venue, the lavish menu, and the exquisite decorations were all beyond her means. She needed a solution, and she needed it fast. Determined to bring her vision to life, Nancy decided to seek financial assistance. She knew that securing a loan would be a challenge, given her limited resources. Nevertheless, she was prepared to explore all possibilities. Nancy made her way to the local bank, her mind filled with hope and uncertainty. She entered the elegant building and approached the reception desk, where she was directed to meet with the bank's head, Adam C. Keller. Adam, a middle-aged man with salt and pepper hair and a warm smile, greeted Nancy with professional courtesy. He listened attentively as she explained her need for a loan to finance her son's wedding. Nancy expected skepticism from Adam, given her modest background. However, as she delved into her plans for the wedding and her determination to create a memorable celebration, she saw a glimmer of intrigue in Adam's eyes. "Ms. Burnette," Adam said, his voice laced with curiosity, "I must admit, your passion and dedication are truly commendable. Let me review your application and see what we can do." Nancy handed over the necessary documents, including her identification. Adam, engrossed in the process, took a quick glance at Nancy's passport, and then he fainted. Startled and concerned, Nancy rushed to his side, calling for help. Within moments, bank staff rushed to assist, ensuring Adam's well-being. As the commotion settled, Nancy couldn't help but wonder what had caused such an unexpected reaction. As the bank staff tended to Adam, Nancy's mind raced with worry and confusion. She couldn't fathom what could have caused his sudden fainting spell. Anxious, she waited for Adam to regain consciousness, her heart pounding with anticipation. After a few minutes, Adam slowly regained his composure. He sat up, his face pale but composed. Nancy approached him cautiously, concerned about his well-being. "Are you all right, Mr. Keller?" Nancy asked, her voice filled with genuine concern. Adam nodded, taking a deep breath. "I apologize for the sudden fainting spell. It was quite unexpected, but please call me Adam." Nancy nodded, relieved to see him recovering. "Adam, what happened? Was it something in my documents that startled you?" Adam hesitated for a moment, then sighed. "No, Nancy, it wasn't your documents. It was your passport. When I glanced at it, I saw something unexpected, something that shocked me." Curiosity mixed with trepidation swirled inside Nancy as she waited for Adam to elaborate. She had never thought her passport could hold any surprises. She had always considered herself an ordinary woman with no secrets hidden in her past. Adam continued, his voice filled with a mix of astonishment and curiosity. "Nancy, according to your passport, you share a remarkable resemblance to someone of significant wealth and influence. I believe you may be the long-lost daughter of a prominent business tycoon." Nancy's jaw dropped in disbelief. The room seemed to spin around her, and she grasped a nearby chair for support. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. The possibility of such a revelation was beyond her wildest imagination. Nancy's mind was in a whirlwind of emotions and questions. The revelation that she might be the long-lost daughter of a wealthy business tycoon seemed surreal and almost too good to be true. She looked at Adam, her eyes wide with disbelief. "Adam, are you sure?" Nancy asked, her voice trembling. "I've never known anything about my birth parents. How is this possible?" Adam nodded, his expression serious yet compassionate. "Nancy, I understand this must be overwhelming for you. But the resemblance between you and the person in the passport photo is uncanny. I'll need to conduct further investigations to confirm the details, but it's a possibility we cannot ignore." Nancy's mind raced as she contemplated the implications of such a revelation. If she truly was the daughter of a wealthy business tycoon, it could change everything. The matchmakers, who had constantly belittled her, would have to reconsider their judgment. She could finally have the resources to create the wedding she envisioned. However, alongside the excitement, doubts and fears crept into Nancy's thoughts. Would her newfound wealth alienate her from her son and the life she had known? Would people see her differently once they discovered her true identity? And what about her relationship with Adam? Would he still be interested in her once the initial shock wore off? Adam sensed Nancy's inner turmoil and reached out, gently placing a hand on her shoulder. "Nancy, I know this is a lot to process, but remember, your worth is not defined by your financial status or family background. You are a remarkable woman, regardless of who your birth parents may be. Take some time to think about what this means for you and how you want to proceed." Nancy nodded, grateful for Adam's words of support. She realized that this newfound revelation was both a blessing and a challenge. It was an opportunity to explore her roots and potentially make a significant change in her life. As she left the bank, Nancy's mind was filled with a whirlwind of emotions and possibilities. She knew she needed time to digest the information and make a decision that aligned with her values and desires. Nancy's journey home from the bank was filled with a mix of excitement, apprehension, and curiosity. The revelation of her possible lineage had opened up a world of possibilities she had never imagined before. She couldn't wait to share the news with Jerry and seek his advice and perspective. Upon arriving home, Nancy found Jerry waiting eagerly on her porch, a cup of coffee in his hand. His face lit up when he saw her approaching. "Nancy, you won't believe the news I just heard," Jerry exclaimed, unable to contain his excitement. A smile tugged at the corners of Nancy's lips. "Jerry, you won't believe what I have to tell you either. Let's sit down and share our news together." They settled into comfortable chairs on the porch, the warm summer breeze carrying their words into the air. Nancy began recounting her meeting with Adam and the shocking revelation she had learned about her potential lineage. Jerry listened intently, his eyes widening with each passing detail. When Nancy finished speaking, there was a moment of silence as they both processed the magnitude of what had been revealed. "Nancy, this changes everything," Jerry finally said, his voice filled with awe. "Imagine the possibilities, the doors that could open for you and your family. But remember, true wealth is not measured in material possessions. It's about the love and connections we have in our lives." Nancy nodded, grateful for Jerry's reminder. She had always valued her relationships, especially the love she had for her son, Scotty. No matter her lineage or newfound wealth, her priorities remained unchanged. She wanted to create a wedding that celebrated love, authenticity, and the bond between families. "I agree, Jerry," Nancy said, her voice resolute. "No matter what my background may be, what matters most is the happiness and well-being of my loved ones. I want to use this opportunity to create a wedding that transcends material wealth and reflects the values we hold dear." Jerry smiled, his eyes filled with pride. "That's the Nancy I know and admire. Let's continue to plan the wedding of a lifetime, one that showcases the strength and love within your family." With renewed determination, Nancy and Jerry spent hours brainstorming ideas, refining their plans, and ensuring that every detail of the wedding would reflect the love and unity they sought to celebrate. They were determined to turn the matchmakers' expectations on their heads and create an event that would leave a lasting impact. As the sun set, painting the sky with hues of gold and pink, Nancy and Jerry finalized their plans for the wedding. They had a long road ahead, but their spirits were lifted, knowing that they were embarking on a journey filled with love, resilience, and the power to overcome any obstacle. In the days that followed, Nancy delved deeper into the investigation of her possible lineage, while simultaneously juggling the preparations for the wedding. Every spare moment was spent researching and connecting the dots, determined to uncover the truth about her past. As she uncovered more information, Nancy discovered a series of connections that seemed to confirm the possibility of her being the daughter of a wealthy business tycoon. Newspaper articles, photographs, and testimonies from those who had known her birth parents all pointed in the same direction. It was an overwhelming realization, but Nancy remained grounded in her desire to use her newfound knowledge for the betterment of her family and the upcoming wedding. As the wedding day approached, Nancy received a call from Adam. He had been conducting his own investigations and had made significant progress in confirming her true identity. Excitement and nervousness mingled within her as she agreed to meet him at a nearby cafe to discuss their findings. When Nancy arrived at the cafe, she saw Adam sitting at a corner table, a stack of papers spread before him. He looked up and smiled warmly as she approached. "Nancy, please have a seat," Adam said, gesturing to the chair across from him. "I believe we have made a breakthrough in confirming your lineage." Nancy's heart raced as she sat down, her anticipation growing. Adam proceeded to explain the evidence he had gathered, including DNA tests and legal documents that solidified her connection to her birth parents. It was an overwhelming moment, and tears welled up in Nancy's eyes as the weight of her true identity settled upon her. "I can't believe it," Nancy whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. "I never thought I would have the chance to discover my roots and embrace my true heritage. But what does this mean for me now?" Adam reached across the table, gently grasping Nancy's hand. "Nancy, the choice is yours to make. You have the power to decide how you want to navigate this newfound knowledge. But remember, wealth and social status do not define your worth. You have already shown incredible strength and resilience throughout this journey. Let your heart guide you." Nancy nodded, feeling a mixture of gratitude and uncertainty. The path ahead seemed filled with both opportunities and challenges. She had come to realize that her true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in the love and connections she had nurtured throughout her life. With renewed determination, Nancy made a decision. She would embrace her heritage and use her newfound resources to create a wedding that would defy expectations and celebrate love, unity, and acceptance. She wanted to show the matchmakers and her newfound family that true happiness could not be measured by wealth alone. As Nancy left the cafe that day, her mind buzzed with ideas and plans. She knew that the road ahead would be filled with obstacles and unexpected turns, but she was ready to face them head-on. With Adam's support and her unwavering determination, she was prepared to make her mark on the wedding and her future. With the confirmation of her true identity and the support of Adam and Jerry by her side, Nancy felt a renewed sense of purpose and strength. She began to implement her vision for the wedding, infusing it with elements that celebrated love, authenticity, and the blending of two families. Nancy reached out to her son Scotty and his bride-to-be, Candy, to share the news of her discovery. She wanted them to understand the significance of their union, not just as a union of two individuals, but as a coming together of families with different backgrounds and experiences. Scotty and Candy listened attentively as Nancy shared her journey of self-discovery and the significance it held for all of them. They were moved by her resilience and determination to create a wedding that would transcend material wealth and showcase the power of love. Together, they formed a united front against the matchmakers and their shallow expectations. They vowed to prioritize their own happiness and build a future based on genuine connections rather than societal pressures. Nancy and Adam worked closely with Scotty and Candy to refine the plans for the wedding. They decided to hold the ceremony outdoors, surrounded by nature's beauty and serenity. The venue would be adorned with simple yet elegant decorations, symbolizing the beauty of love in its purest form. In addition to the traditional vows, Nancy proposed the inclusion of a unity ceremony that would signify the merging of their families. Each member would contribute a symbolic item representing their individual backgrounds and values, showcasing the strength and diversity that comes from embracing one's heritage. As the wedding day drew nearer, Nancy faced yet another challenge. The matchmakers, led by Florence, became increasingly desperate to regain control of the wedding planning. They resented Nancy's resilience and determination to create an event that went against their expectations. Florence, realizing the significance of Nancy's newfound wealth, attempted to sway her allegiance by painting a picture of a luxurious and opulent celebration. But Nancy remained steadfast in her belief that true happiness was not found in material excess, but in the genuine connections formed between people. With Jerry's guidance, Nancy devised a plan to outsmart the matchmakers once and for all. She decided to stage an event that would expose their true intentions and highlight the stark contrast between their values and those she held dear. On the day of the wedding, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. Nancy, resplendent in her elegant gown, stood at the altar, ready to embark on this transformative journey. Scotty and Candy, beaming with love and excitement, took their places beside her. As the ceremony began, Nancy's plan unfolded seamlessly. The unity ceremony was met with awe and appreciation from the guests who witnessed the power of love and acceptance firsthand. The matchmakers, expecting a display of wealth and status, were left speechless as they realized their superficial desires had no place in this heartfelt celebration. Nancy, with grace and poise, approached Florence during the reception. She revealed her true identity, shocking Florence and leaving her at a loss for words. Nancy's intention was not revenge, but to demonstrate the futility of material wealth in the face of genuine love and happiness. Florence, humbled and ashamed, finally understood the magnitude of her actions. She saw the error of her ways and how her judgment had blinded her to the true beauty and strength of Nancy's character. With the matchmakers exposed and their power diminished, the wedding continued in an atmosphere of love, unity, and acceptance. Nancy, Scotty, Candy, and Adam stood together, symbolizing the union of their families and their commitment to creating a life based on love, authenticity, and shared values. As the night wore on, the guests marveled at the transformation that had taken place. The wedding that had begun as a battleground of expectations and judgments had become a testament to the power of love and resilience. Nancy's determination to create a memorable wedding had not only touched the hearts of her family and friends, but had also inspired a shift in perspective for all those in attendance. The atmosphere was filled with joy, laughter, and a renewed appreciation for the true meaning of love. Nancy's elaborate plan to expose the matchmakers had turned into an opportunity for growth, forgiveness, and unity. Nancy's son, Scotty, approached her with tears of gratitude in his eyes. He embraced her tightly, whispering words of love and admiration. "Mom, you've shown me what it means to stand up for what you believe in and to create a life based on love, not wealth. I'm so proud to be your son." Candy, overwhelmed with emotion, approached Nancy as well, tears streaming down her face. "Nancy, I want to thank you for showing me the true meaning of love and acceptance. Your strength and resilience have touched my heart, and I am grateful to be a part of this beautiful family." Nancy's heart swelled with love and gratitude as she looked around at the smiling faces of her loved ones. In that moment, she knew that she had succeeded in creating a wedding that transcended expectations, social status, and material wealth. As the night drew to a close, Nancy found herself standing beside Adam, gazing at the stars overhead. They had been through a whirlwind of emotions and challenges, but their love had persevered. Adam turned to Nancy, his eyes sparkling with warmth and affection. "Nancy, you have shown me the true meaning of strength and resilience. Your journey of self-discovery and the way you have navigated the complexities of this wedding have been nothing short of extraordinary. I am grateful to have been a part of it." Nancy smiled, her heart filled with love for Adam. "Adam, you have been my rock throughout this entire journey. Your unwavering support and belief in me have meant the world. Together, we have created something beautiful out of the challenges we faced." As they stood beneath the starry night sky, Nancy and Adam made a silent vow to continue their journey together. They understood that their relationship would face further tests, but they were determined to face them head-on, with love and honesty as their guiding principles. The days turned into weeks and the weeks into months. Nancy and Adam navigated the complexities of their different backgrounds and lifestyles, learning to communicate openly and compromise when needed. Their love continued to flourish, grounded in the shared values they had discovered through their experiences. Scotty and Candy, inspired by Nancy's resilience and the love she had shown, built a life of their own based on authenticity and mutual support. They rejected the pressures of wealth and status, choosing instead to focus on nurturing their love and creating a home filled with love and warmth. As time passed, Nancy's journey continued to inspire those around her. She became a symbol of strength and resilience, a reminder that true happiness could not be bought or measured by material wealth. Nancy, Scotty, Candy, and Adam formed a close-knit bond, supporting each other through the ups and downs of life. Their shared experiences became the foundation of a family built on love, acceptance, and the pursuit of genuine happiness. And so, Nancy's story of love, determination, and self-discovery reached its culmination. It stood as a testament to the power of the human spirit, the strength of love, and the resilience of the heart. As Nancy looked back on her journey, she couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the challenges she had faced. Those challenges had shaped her into the strong, compassionate woman she had become. As Nancy looked back on her journey, she couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the challenges she had faced. Those challenges had shaped her into the strong, compassionate woman she had become, and she was determined to continue growing and embracing life's adventures. Nancy and Adam's relationship deepened with time, and they found themselves inseparable. Their love was a source of strength and inspiration, and they supported each other through every twist and turn that life brought their way. One day, as they sat in a cozy cafe, sipping their coffees, Adam reached into his pocket and pulled out a small velvet box. Nancy's heart skipped a beat as he opened it to reveal a sparkling diamond ring. "Nancy, you have brought so much love and happiness into my life. Will you marry me and become my partner for all the days to come?" Adam asked, his eyes filled with hope and love. Tears of joy welled up in Nancy's eyes as she nodded and said, "Yes, Adam, with all my heart. You have shown me the true meaning of love and acceptance, and I can't imagine my life without you." Their engagement brought even more joy and celebration to their lives. Nancy's family and friends rallied around them, offering their heartfelt congratulations and support. It was a beautiful affirmation of the love that had blossomed between Nancy and Adam. As they began to plan their own wedding, Nancy approached the task with a newfound sense of joy and excitement. This time, there were no matchmakers or expectations to contend with. It was a celebration of their love, and they wanted it to be a reflection of their unique journey together. They chose a charming garden venue for their wedding, surrounded by blooming flowers and the laughter of loved ones. It was an intimate affair, filled with heartfelt vows, tears of joy, and a celebration of love that touched the hearts of everyone present. Nancy's son, Scotty, stood by her side as her proud witness, a testament to the love that had brought them all together. Candy, now a cherished friend, embraced Nancy with gratitude and happiness, grateful for the love and acceptance she had found within their family. As Nancy danced with Adam under the twinkling lights, she couldn't help but marvel at the beautiful tapestry her life had become. The challenges she had faced, the love she had discovered, and the family she had built were a testament to the power of resilience and the ability to create one's own happiness. And so, Nancy's journey continued, marked by love, growth, and the pursuit of authentic happiness. She had discovered that life's greatest treasures were found not in material wealth, but in the bonds of love, the strength of the human spirit, and the beauty of embracing one's true self. As Nancy and Adam stepped into their future together, hand in hand, they knew that their love would continue to guide them through life's ups and downs. Their story remained an inspiration to all who heard it, a reminder that love, courage, and determination could conquer any obstacle and lead to a life filled with joy and fulfillment. And as they lived out their days, Nancy and Adam held on to the lessons they had learned, cherishing every moment and embracing the adventure that lay ahead. For theirs was a love story that had overcome all odds, and it would forever be etched in their hearts as a testament to the power of love and the triumph of the human spirit.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the story, write your opinion in the comments.